All right, on the left side of your screen is Ed with Sultai Beanstalk. And on the right is Steven with Painter. And turn one Painter.
If that's good, everything's blue.
Okay, naming blue. And I'll get life totals up for us. Turn one Ponder for Ed.
How'd you get here?
It's easy.
Sure.
Ponder shuffle. All right.
This game is really good against green. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I spotted a Witherbloom Command and a Mystic Sanctuary in hand for Ed. Those cards likely to be relevant at some point. If this game goes long, especially for Mystic Sanctuary. All right, Wasteland, first island is down, so Mystic Sanctuary will have to wait. Painter Servant attacking. Painter with Wasteland.
It's like very. It's very expensive. I like that. It's
Got wasted by a Painter player? Oh boy. This metagame, I tell you. Painter named blue. Everything is blue. Here's Urza's Saga. One of the all-time best Modern Horizons cards. Power level alone, I would say. And not just on power level alone. People like Urza Saga. Right? They like... Do you people like Urza Saga or do you hate Urza Saga? I forgot.
That's what you're doing.
Okay, one person loves Saga.
So there's like a lot of red tape. I know that's like. It was slow.
17. I mean, and they're all very busy.
16. It was like.
You get delayed. This one is. I mean, there's houses.
That's a long time.
There's houses that they.
Urza Saga up and running. Play a mountain, pass to turn.
They start.
Urza Saga was a great set? No. No. It had lots of mistakes by Wizards.
Some sort of situation where like the builder is just like.
Wasteland on the Urza Saga were responding by making a construct.
Yeah.
Stifle on the creation of a construct. Okay, pretty neat.
They're just sitting on it. They're holding it. Someone's paying for that. Yeah. Someone's paid.
Maybe Steven holding a Power Blast.
Which is not cheap. For that property.
Yeah. It gets a little confusing, especially when you're taking something about everything. Okay, I'm at 16.
Oh. I played the waste. So I'm just going to tap that.
Okay, extra land drop corrected. Ponder is on the stack.
Sorry about
Ed caught himself and corrected the extra land drop. Ponder looks like double days in hand. We're in the range now of Steven having enough mana to cast Grindstone, then activate Grindstone, which is scary, of course. Ed continues to get hit by this Painter's Servant, which is chipping away.
That is good.
Alright, I'll name blue again.
Okay, another Painter on blue, and then a Goblin Walder. AP says people who think Saga or the entirety of that block was great don't likely remember how bad Draft and Type 2 were at the time. Yeah, you know, these people don't know what they're talking about, AP. They have no idea. We know.
I'm going to choose to kill the welder. We'll give him
I know better than you. Witherbloom Command, trying to kill Goblin Welder.
Yeah, that was very satisfying.
And we're going to protect that with Red Elemental Blast.
So you're at 13? I'm going to cast it Daze. Returning.
Okay, we have Days to protect this Witherbloom Command. Goblin Welder down. And now the Mill, return a land ability. Maybe Meticulous, I guess it makes sense to go for Wasteland, yeah. I was going to say the Surveil land, Undercity Sewer, I think, was in there.
Wasted ancient. No, that one I know I did not. I returned the land back. Yeah, the Daze.
Okay, cool.
And then I will pass to you.
All right, knocks out the Ancient Tomb with Wasteland. Double Painter Servant on the board, attacking away.
Then I played against Risk Aminator, Esper. Then I played against I think it was Death Shadow. It was like some tempo deck.
Did you beat Stamina?
Yeah.
Oh, you 3-0.
Players, real quick announcement. Does anyone have a snow-covered plains on them?
All right, Plateau knocked out by Wasteland, attacking again with the Painters.
Solid no. Thank you.
What about you?
Oh, we have a meeting.
Nerve.
I played against Pinker, Stamina, and Sultai. Both the same as you, actually.
Okay, looks like Ed is actually down to 7. Missed a damage in there, sorry. I'm keeping track as best as I can. Here's a Ponder. That was an elegant Parlor, the Surveil land on Steven's side. Power Blast on the Ponder. Is that a sloppy 9 on the notepad? Possibly. Yeah, I think you're right. Thank you, HG.
You wasted me last turn.
Last turn.
Played Wasteland and activated it. Yeah, you played that. Yeah, right?
So I played this turn.
Because what else did you do last turn? Yeah.
Okay. So I'll pass to you. So,
Goblin Engineer. That could be pretty good.
yeah, that's fine.
Ed's holding a copy of Shieldred's Edict and Witherbloom Command. Neither of those really help the situation too much. Grindstone now into the graveyard. We're not sacking Goblin Engineer, most likely. There's a redundant Painter. Both are on blue. Yeah, Steven continuing to make land drops has helped a lot. That's true.
So, like, you just had, that was like 5 planes, 4 snow, or whatever.
So, what we have is something called a Decklist problem.
And because the collection has actually recommended make a change, there is a game loss for Clint on this one. So you function to strike game 2. However, there's no side wording for game 2. And because Clint took the loss, Clint has played wrong for game 2. I will give you my quote.
Basic mountain retrieved by the bloodstained mire. Steven continued to make the land drops, as Twitch chat pointed out.
So what you end up recording at the end of time is up to you, but on the record I have to.
Enough mana now to bring back Grindstone, activate Grindstone. Question is, when do we do that?
This turn?
It will be on Ed's upkeep. Very nicely played here, sacking the Great Furnace rather than a Painter. Grindstone combo, that ends the game. Steven gets it. Going to game 2. All right, one card on the bottom for Ed. We are ready to go. Onion Lotus says, I really liked playing Painter. I mean, who doesn't like 8 Pyroblast? Yeah. It is pretty neat that you get to do that. Sometimes just blowing up your opponent's lands. Ooh, okay, Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Haven't seen this card too many times on stream, but it is a relevant legacy card from Wilds of Eldraine. Combos with Phyrexian Processor from way back in Alliances. Oh, wait, not Phyrexian Processor. Damn it. Phyrexian something. Well, man. What is it called? Devourer. Thank you. Phyrexian Devourer. I just blanked on that. All right. So Phyrexian Devourer can give your creature the ability to exile the top card of your library. X will some counters equal to the card's mana value, which can be neat. Moving on. All right, that never happened. We're never forgetting that. We're forgetting that I forgot that card.
Your ponder.
I got this Soul Cauldron is a graveyard hate card, in a way. All right, Wasteland. Fired off.
I'm pretty sure it was. All right. I'm pretty sure it was. Because yes, it was weird because I was like, oh, he's gonna walk.
Yeah, Painter is such a cool deck. Painter started to get really popular. Of course, Urza Saga was a huge addition to the deck, but timing-wise, Painter started to get really popular around the time that Initiative started getting really popular, approximately. And, all right, continuing to use the Soul Cauldron here to empty the graveyard. We know Murktides could be in the mix. But, I'm really glad Painter's more relevant in Legacy these days than in years past. Mad Timmy says Phyrexian Processor was a cube staple. Cube. Orcish Bowmaster, ping you.
17 there.
Yep.
What's up?
Sorry, I wasn't keeping the life totals up to date.
Yeah. I like it. I'm 15.
All right, there was a glimpse at a Murktide. SW in the chat says Phyrexian processor was great in Urza's standard. Yeah, Urza's standard has been a big topic on today's stream and how great it was. Another mistake by Wizards, the Urza Saga set 28 years ago.
So you're pondering? That's cool. All right. That's cool. Staples, huh?
There's the Elegant Parlor. We will surveil. Elegant Parlor. I want to go to an Elegant Parlor.
It looks so good.
Actually sounds kind of fun.
Yes.
Or a raucous theater. Nah, that might be too much. I like peace and quiet. Alright, more emptying of the graveyard. Soul Guy Lantern. Can make some fun plays with Agatha's Soul Cauldron as well, turning some of your creatures into welders or goblin engineers or whatever. It's a pretty neat card. Yeah. When's the last time? Who here has even been to a Hedge Maze once? It's not a really realistic land. I don't think that should have been a land card. It's not realistic. What's the lore of Hedge Maze anyway? Okay, one person has been to a Hedge Maze. A maze. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Like a welder.
Okay, Fatal Push on Goblin Welder. As I pointed out moments ago, Agatha's Soul Cauldron can now give the Welder ability to creatures with plus almost some counters on them. So we'll see if the Urza Saga makes a construct and Soul Cauldron turns it into a Welder. That kind of thing could happen. All right, making a construct now. Let's see what happens.
Before we need to.
Still finding truckloads of this full sealed set.
Oh yeah. I always do. My dad will get back in Hacker and
Where are you people that are going to frickin' corn mazes? Where is this happening? No corn mazes in NYC. I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, that's good. You can go ahead.
Bowmaster. Take one.
Okay, Bowmaster down, gets blocked by a construct. Interesting.
I'll block. Good.
Or is it 1 point for the guy down to like
Here she comes.
or like you get a free
Murktide Regent. This card is good. 5/5.
Exile my Goblin Welder.
All right, exiling the Goblin Welder. Construct will become a Goblin Welder, I guess. I'm not leaving the city. I'm staying here. I'm not going. I don't want to go to a corn maze. I'm staying here. It's too many bugs. Sewer crocodiles. What? Okay, here's Chaos Defiler, one of the big cards from Warhammer 40k. And it will be choosing Murktide Regent.
Destroyed.
Kidding aside, I like getting out of the city for a day, or a weekend, whatever. Up the Beanstalk. This Chaos Defiler is going to be a quick clock. All right, now exiling the yard. So Ed's yard is completely empty. There was a Murktide in hand, but no graveyard to use to delve. Gave a Summelsong counter to Chaos Defiler, which now also has the Goblin Welder ability. Goblin Welder is kind of imprinted on this Agatha's Soul Cauldron, I guess.
That's 6/6.
I believe that puts Ed at 13, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Defiler is an artifact, which can be interesting. It has a dies trigger. Goblin Engineer is bad news for Ed. Thinking about forcing it, pitching Murktide.
Force pitch Murktide. Draw off the Grindstone.
Got a Beanstalk trigger, that's something. Okay, the Force of Will is still in the stack. If Steven's going to fire back, should probably do that before Beanstalk resolves, but successful counter on the Force of Will. Goblin Engineer trigger will happen.
With that still on the stack, I'm gonna taking another one. I'll edict on non-token creature.
Okay, with Goblin Engineer on the stack, we're going to Shieldred's Edict. It's non-token creature can activate Construct Welder in response. We're just going to let it die and target up the Beanstalk. I like that. Problem now is that we can start bringing back the Defiler over and over again, and Crucible of Worlds now in the graveyard. Oh man. Ouch.
Turn the lantern into the crucible.
Okay, it's swapping Soul Guy Lantern and Crucible of Worlds. Urza's Saga gets played. Pass the turn.
Beanstalk is like
Big boy. Alright. Sure.
Alright, a Murktide manages to get in. 5/5 Murktide. I don't think Steven's too worried about it, though. We do have the Welder stuff going on, and the Chaos Defiler is in the graveyard.
No, there are no creatures on that except this is my window
Okay, land for turn, knocks out Underground Sea. Okay, activating the Construct using Goblin Welder ability, brings in Chaos Defiler, blows up Murktide. This is getting mean now. Goblin Engineer is available. Urza Saga is ticked up to 2. More constructs means more welders in a way. Now Spellbomb complicates things.
I'm at 11.
One card in hand.
One card in hand for Ed, thinking about responding to Nile Spellbomb.
Yeah, I will not respond.
I'll pop it.
How are you doing?
Pay the 1 to draw a card. It's a quick check for me right now. I can blow.
Okay, fires off the Nile Spellbomb, draws a card.
But you're drawn hard. That's good. That's good.
Okay, it appears that Ed has conceded the match. Steven set up a pretty much unwinnable board there with the Agatha Soul Cauldron and Crucible of Worlds. GG's, well played.